Oh, now that's time. Let's do this. All right, don't forget trading is risky, but if trading is for you, this might also be the place for you. Make sure you follow us over here on our Instagram, especially, and of course, Discord here if you want to learn how we earn. Order of operations rules. If you have not learned the order of operations, go back and check it. But to narrow this down, the simplest form. Okay. 1. Check the latest entry. Okay. 2nd. Same thing. Okay. I really want both of these in my direction. Okay. And then right there. Okay, simplest form. What did we just do right here? Remember, we either have
target filled.
Oh, are we hitting targets? We're hitting targets right now. I just started target filled. We'll go back and look at that. Okay. Your invitation for the 20 trading championship. Count me in. Remember the video back where we talk about the ATMs? Okay, right here. Big or small? This is the biggest thing right here. Which ATM are you going to choose? Okay, big, small. Small, 10.15. Okay, big, 15.25. See how simple that is? We are just collecting cash at target 1 and target 2. This is where we put food on the table. This is what I talk about, you know, where you're going to make your money, put the food on the table with targets 1 and targets 2. The bonus stuff is bonus. Okay, anything in those runner spaces, this is where when you've just got a great read. Now, anybody who's brand new with the system or anything, look, you're not going to have to be, you don't have to be a freaking champion reading those things. Again, if you just simplify it like this, okay, what was the latest signal here? This is the simplest way to narrow it down. If you want a concrete method for checking what we should be doing on any entry, just simply go look at the 89. If you don't know how to read the 89, like it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm not teaching you standard garbage that you read on the internet, stuff you're gonna read in a book where you're like, oh, I'm gonna draw a channel. Oh, I got the I don't know, I got the OBOS on this, and I got a descending wedge up the ascending wedge, and you know, because we've got the cross translation of the, you know, we don't need any of that stuff. All the stuff that's written in the books, they gave that to those of us quants and literally told us to rip retail's money from them. That's how we code this stuff now. Okay, you don't want to be learning from books, folks. If you are programming yourself for failure. Listen to what I just said. If you are reading books, learning to trade from books, you are being programmed for failure. I don't care what book you're reading. Trading in the Zone, crap. Anything Tom Dante suggests to you, crap. Anything that any person ever sends to you is like, oh, read this book, I learn how to trade. You are going to lose. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Write it down. I told you so. Here's another one for you. If it makes sense, it's going to lose you dollars. This is what I just said. If it makes sense, meaning if, hey, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. That's a good idea. That is the worst idea possible, because what makes sense is exactly what cons someone into in a poker game, getting you to go all in. Okay? They are getting you to go all in because, oh, that makes sense. I'm going to do that right there. That makes a good idea. That's good sense right there. Now spell sense, C-E-N-T-S. Okay? Yeah, you might make a few cents. Okay? But you're going to lose dollars. Okay? That's my ism on that one. Can I backspace this all the way? Yeah. All right. Okay, and if it makes sense, it's going to lose you dollars. Okay, all that mess. Now, so how do we narrow it down? Very simple. All I want you to do is, if you're going to think about a big, all I care about, look, every question that we ever have comes right here on, is it going to be big? Okay, that's it. Look, am I going to take just about any, you know, form of it? Look, yeah, there are exceptions to this. I mean, if the market's literally leaning over, okay, and just dive bombing, am I going to take a long, I get a perfect, like, I don't know, headshot down there and the market's like dive bombing? Probably not. Am I going to take a swing
filled.
at it with maybe 2 or 3 contracts? Probably, maybe. Okay, but am I going to swing for the fences with it? No. Okay, now that makes sense. Okay, with our system, it makes sense. You get it? All I care about, I'm always thinking about, am I going to get a big trade? Okay, am I going to get a big trade? And if these are not with you, then the answer is no. It's as simple as that. You guys got that? Have I narrowed it down? Is that simple enough for you? If you are not going with the tide or the wave, particularly, at least one of those. If you're not going with one of those, if you're going with both of them, hey man, you might have yourself, there are certain days, folks, that the market will literally hand you your entire year's salary where you're currently working. I'm not joking. Okay? Go look for yourself, okay? And if you catch those days, which is what I help you guys practice in your final 40 days on how to, swing at those, because if you've never swung at those, look, you're not just going to accidentally hit those the day that they show up. You're going to have to practice them, okay? So check that last entry. All right, I'm beating this dead horse, but I want you to understand this. This is a difficult topic. That's why people are asking. It's advanced level stuff here, and we're going ahead and covering it here tonight just because, hey, we had some extra time and, why not? The new wave feature stuff, yeah, it's not earth-shattering. We've already been, the MACV stuff is already in the other videos, so, I want you guys to learn some stuff here from our videos and really come away with something good, okay? Check the wave, latest signal, okay? And really, what is it? It's red or green, okay? What do we got? Latest signal. Red. Green. Now, yeah, sure, it can be, pink or blue, but you get the point. Right? Pink. Blue. Right? All we're looking for is... I should have done this on the green, shouldn't I? Is it going to let me override that? Oh, this is going to be tricky. There we go. Now we've got some color going on. That's what I'm talking about. Alright? Red or green. What was it? Okay? This is it. Simple. Your filter's there, folks, and then when you're taking your entry, you're dropping on it. If you already have these, then look, think about big, okay? Don't be looking for, maybe you push target 1 out. That's my favorite thing to do. My favorite thing to do is grab target 1 and push it out farther, okay? But we're only thinking about big. I don't care about the small ones. Look, the small ones take care of themselves, okay? Sure, 10 ticks. Now, mind you, there's a lot of people out there would just, they'd give their left arm for getting 10 ticks in a regular trade, okay? Technically we could live off of target 1 if you wanted. 10 ticks, the amount of times that we hit target 1, are you joking me? It's craziness, right? All right, have I beat that dead horse enough? I hope you guys get that. We are filtering there. I'm thinking about big or small. Then my final decision is on the entry. If I've got these with me, simple as great. I am going to execute. And am I going to do the small? Yeah, by default. Okay, here's my default. Okay, here's my default. It's always going to be that small. 10 and 15. Are you joking? 10 and 15 is awesome. 10 ticks plus 15 ticks? Yeah, I would call it small, but folks, when you're still going to be making more than $500 in a day at a minimum around here. And by the way, do you see people making $500 in our room? That's not normal. Our targets, most of our people are hitting $1,000 to $2,000 per day. That's the average in our room. Go look. Okay, go look for yourself. Big money comes through here all the time. And it does not take a whole lot, right? With the leverage that we have in futures, Warren Buffett said it most famously, that risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. All this garbage you read on Twitter and people telling you oh guys, only risk 1% or 2% on a trade, but dude, that's investment advice. That's guessing advice. That's guesswork. Okay, we don't play that game. We know we've got multiple points of confluence. I'm not even showing you a signal unless we've got at least 5 points of confluence, and that's just one. And we're trying to add up 2 or 3 of those, so we got 15 to 20 points of confluence when we're entering in, folks. You're wondering why we keep crushing it day in and day out? Yeah, there it is.